SpongeBob movie on Netflix. So now it's time to rank all four SpongeBob movies from the worst to the best. Coming in at last place is Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Nothing about this movie was particularly memorable or stands out. Everything about it feels super generic. I find it hypocritical of Nick to make the villain of this movie somebody who wants to merchandise SpongeBob and his friends, when Nick has been doing the same thing for 25 years, and in fact, this movie's very existence is proof of that. I guess it is kind of nice to meet some of Cindy's relatives and explain how she got to Bikini Bottom, but despite the fact that they're in Texas for almost the whole movie, they don't do anything with the setting. The movie is just very generic, bland, and forgettable. Number three, Sponge on the Run. There's a lot wrong with this movie. For one, Neptune is now called Poseidon, and I know they're different names for the same god, but choose one or the other. Both is confusing. The film's most grievous sin is it completely destroys the canon of the first episode. I can buy that SpongeBob met Gary, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs at summer camp, but it's fully established in the first episode of the show that he did not meet Sandy when they were kids. This whole movie exists solely to be a pilot episode for the Camp Coral spinoff, which the creator explicitly said he did not want, so they waited until he died to make it. The plot is also basically just the first movie again, mixed with the Where's Gary episode, so there aren't that many new ideas. The only reason it's slightly above the Sandy movie is because Keanu Reeves as Snoop Dogg provides some amusement to the film, but that's it. Number two, Sponge Out of Water. A movie that only had enough plot for a 20-minute episode stretched into an hour and a half. There's a lot of filler to get to the important stuff. Up to that point, it's basically just repetitive gags. It has some smart jokes, but a thin plot. And coming in first place is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. 20 years later, this movie still holds up. In my mind, this is the series finale, because everything afterward went downhill. It's clever, has a great plot, a great voice cast, and is the perfect way to cap off the series. So let me know your ranking of the SpongeBob movies, and I will see you next time.